Greetings. Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Jacobson, a board certified psychiatrist. I was talking to a patient the other day, and he was talking about how he's a recovered, or as I say, a recovering alcoholic. So I think he's had about 10 years or more of sobriety. And so he's got a good program. He's got it down pretty good. And he was talking about how he'll go to these panels and he'll talk to other people who are newly sober and help provide them with his experience, strength, and hope, to help them get their sobriety going and their program going. And what he tells them, he says, when you're somewhere, whether you're in a bar or at a home, or at a friend's house or a party, or whatever, and you're thinking about a drink. You're thinking about, oh yeah, I would like to have a drink or two. It'll be one or two. That's all it'll be, and it'll be great, and I'll have that warm feeling, and I'll be so relaxed and comfortable. It'll be really a relief, but it'll be fine. It'll feel so good, so relaxing, so fine, and that's all it'll be, and then it'll all be okay. But the guy says, you can't really stop there. You can't stop at how wonderful it's going to feel after a drink or two. He tells people, you got to be realistic. It's not going to stop at a drink or two because you don't have the ability to modulate, to be moderate. Once you start the ball rolling, it's on its way. It's on its own. It's on automatic pilot, and you can't put on the brakes. So you might as well be aware that the first drink or two is going to feel real good, but 6, 8 drinks later, you're going to live with the horror story. When you get up in the morning, you're going to have to face a horror story, not just of a hangover or a blackout, but now you've got to deal with all the other collateral damage that you might have done during the night. You got to deal with the fact that you've now relapsed and disappointed your family and friends. Maybe you're going to lose a day or two at work trying to recover. Maybe you spent a lot of money on drinks that you really couldn't afford. I mean, there are all sorts of consequences of the choices that we make. And so this guy tries to tell people, the first couple of drinks feels good, and that's what you're focusing on. But you need to focus on, what's going to happen down the line as you go full circle and you have more drinks, and you get really super wasted. And maybe you won't even stop at one day. Maybe that'll start a run of drinking for several days or weeks. So the guy says you can't be short-sighted. You just can't think about the immediate gratification of a drink or two. You've got to take the thinking, take the drinking all the way down the line. Consider how far you may take it and how bad you may abuse it. And then ask yourself, do you really want to take a drink or two for that warm, fuzzy feeling?